Hey everyone! Now, I have had this title sequence of Duckling Megapark for a really long time now, and I think it's time for something else. So in this video I will make a title sequence of Class Action Megapark. So yeah, Class Action Megapark is finished now. I think it will have lots of nice scenes to include in the title sequence. So yeah, first off, let's just open the park, Class Action Megapark. Alright, it starts off zoomed out like this. We'll probably want to start here at the entrance. And in this first shot, I also kind of wanted to have this coaster cross this path. So to start off, yeah, I want to start off by showing the entrance of the park. So to start off, I'm going to just let the park run for a few seconds. Then I'm going to save it, and I think then we will have a nice starting position for the title sequence. I don't want it to take too long for the coaster to reach it. This is probably a good moment. I estimate that from here it will take like 1, 2, 3, around 5 seconds for the coaster to reach this this crossing here. Alright, let's go to this point, and here I will save Class Action Megapark. Actually, I'll make a new save for it. Title sequence. And when I make the title sequence, this park will also be included in it. Anyway, I will now go to the options, and there we can find it's over here, edit title sequences. So we'll create a new one, call it Class Action Megapark. Alright. And then we go here, and then we add the park that we just created to it. Alright, so this park has now been added to it, and then we go here, and we insert a new command. So first thing we have to do in the title sequence is actually load a save, and there's only one park included in this title sequence right now, so we can only choose Class Action Megapark title sequence. Alright, we load the save, okay. And yeah, it already starts off pretty much in the right location. So we could then insert a wait command. Let's wait 10 seconds. Alright, we can start playing the title sequence. Alright, it's opened now. You can see the coaster across the path here. Alright, then the 10 seconds have passed. So then we can move on to the next scene. Alright, what I'm going to do is I will start this scene, and right before it finishes I will stop somewhere around here. So now we can look for another scene to show in the park. Now, I don't want to skip time in this title sequence, so it's probably best to just move on to a next ride I can show. So this coaster doesn't seem to be going yet, but this is a coaster that I definitely want to include in the title sequence. Yeah, it just looks really cool to see these two coasters merge onto the same track, and of course this Ferris wheel over here will also look really nice in the title sequence. So I'm just going to look for another coaster which is about, or another ride which is about to do something interesting. Now, the queue of this ride is completely filled, so we can probably show this ride at any point in the title sequence. I think this is also a really cool, a really cool ride to include in the title sequence. So I think we can skip to this one after the previous one we did. Right, so after the wait command, I'm going to insert. Oh, I have to press stop. Alright. I'm going to insert a location command. Not really sure how this will get. Yeah, I think, yeah, what it does now is it gets the current location. So I like this location, so we'll go over here. And we'll probably also need to rotate. I want it to show from this angle. And I believe that's 1 rotation. So that's 3 anti-clockwise rotations, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, and we wait 10 seconds. Okay, I'm just going to play it again from the beginning to see if we did it correctly. Actually, to be fair, I can skip to the next wait command if I want to. Okay, it looks like we're not in exactly in the right location. So I'll want to change it, but it does show the ride quite nicely. Alright, I think this looks much better. Now it's nicely centered on this ride. I like that the queue is full, because you get to see a lot of these dinghies jump into the shark mouth. I think we can even make it a little bit longer. Alright, this should be approximately where we can start the next scene. So I'm just going to look through the park for any rides that currently do something interesting. This one just right. It looks like these coasters are now about to climb the lift hill. And then they should merge here. And I think this is a scene we can show here. Actually, it'll probably take a few seconds before they actually reach this area. So I'm actually going to make this scene with the shark a little bit shorter. And then I'm going to try and insert a scene in between. And that should give us the perfect timing for these coasters to actually merge right over here and pass through the loop. Alright, I think this here will be a nice scene to show with the swinging ship, the looping swinging ship I mean, and the water coaster as well. So let's add a new command here, location. And we insert rotate command. I believe we have to do 1 anti-clockwise rotation, not sure. And we insert a wait command. Alright, I'm gonna quickly run through the sequence again. Okay, it looks like the looping ship is just it's not in the right state. It's actually a loading guest. So that's probably not a good location. So I'll try this again. Alright, I decided to show the wild mouse here instead with its jumps. It's also always a good thing to insert, because there's lots of trains, so the timing isn't really important. Alright, with this done, we are now 30 seconds into the park. So I think we can now actually try going for this one over here. So I'll add the location here and see if I got the timing right. Alright, it looks like the perfect moment. You can see these coasters joining up here and going through the loop. I do need to change the location a little bit, but I'm really happy with this scene. Alright, I went a bit back and forth between settings, but I think this is my favorite way to do this scene. Yeah, I quite like everything that you see in the screen now. So I'll probably just stick with this. Alright, then after this scene it's time to select a new scene in the park. So I'm just going to try and stop this at around the time when it would normally stop, and then we can select the next place in the park. Alright, I think this train might be on its way to leave the station. I think it will also be fun to at least once in our title sequence also follow a train. So I'm going to go to this. Actually, we can probably just say follow this train, and yeah, just it should immediately go to this to the location of this train. So let's insert what's it called, follow sprite, and we select Canyon Blaster, and then we actually I'll probably also have to rotate the map twice. Alright, there we see it leaving the station. So it now follows this train for 30 seconds. I hope that's enough. I don't actually like the rotation. I think I rotated once too much. Probably nicer if we look at this ride from the front. Well, I do think this is a really fun one to actually follow around in the map. Okay, we definitely want the time to last a little bit longer. And let's see. We saw it from this angle. So I think, yeah, one more anti-clockwise rotation, and then we get the what I think is the best angle. All right, I think that's a nice scene. So now I should go to this part in the title sequence. Near the end of the ride, there I'll pause the game, and then I can find a new scene to include in the title sequence. Alright, I will now look around in the park again to find a nice scene. Okay, I think this is another fun scene to include in the park with these falling boulders. Alright, I added a little scene of the Asian town and the water coaster and the looping ship as well. So it's time to search for another scene to include. I kind of also want to have this part of the park in the scene, but I think it will look nicest if this boomerang coaster is actually also on its way on the reverse incline. I think that's the nicest moment to capture this part of the park. Right, looks like the corkscrew coaster is about to leave the station, so we could probably also show this one off for a bit. Perhaps we could even follow it around through the track. Although, in fact, I'll just show it from this location. That way you will also see the go-karts more clearly. Because if we follow the coaster, you will really lose focus of everything else around here happening. And I think it will be quite fun to also watch the go-karts. Alright, if you want to immediately skip to a part in the title sequence, you can use the skip to button if you've started it. No, it will advance the game forwards with the time that, taking into account all the times that have passed, and yeah, it might take a while before the game actually reaches this point where you are where you want to skip to in the title sequence. But it's definitely handy as it just saves quite a lot of time. Right, I'm not really happy with this location yet. Going to move it a little bit, but yeah, inserting this sequence in between allowed me to arrive here a little bit later, and that means the coaster will have gone up the chain lift a bit more. It's just all these subtle details, which I think make a title sequence more fun to watch. You'll definitely want to have some good action in the screen. Alright, I'm happy with the title sequence. So I think I covered most of the rides in the park that will look interesting in one of these, in one of these title sequences. So yeah, I'm going to save this title sequence, and I'll make it available on my Discord server. So if you want it, that's the place where you can get it. You can find the link to my Discord server in the video description. So yeah, for the end of this video, what I'm going to do is use this title sequence and just show how it looks in the title screen with the original Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 title song playing in the background. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. Oh, by the way, if you don't like the title sequence, or you think you can do it better, it's actually quite easy to make one yourself, and you can simply use this park if you want, because it's also simply available on my Discord server. Anyway, hope you enjoyed watching me make this, and let's enjoy the result.